Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gamebreakers crew here. We are playing some D&D 5th edition in the adventure Tomb of Annihilation. I have my players here at Will. I got Thomas, I got Allison, and we are mid-fight. We had left off from our last session battling some disgusting beast. I think everyone told me thanks. I hate it. That tells me I did it just right.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Yes. So, I could reach out to, say, Allison and say, why don't you tell me, give us a little recap of, what happened last session? Where we leave off.
Let's see, last session, there were no shiny jewels. And we got into a fight with a lot of awful creatures. And Thomas, what was the other thing that happened?
Well, we got to Camp Vengeance at the beginning.
Yes, we did do that. We got to, and we've been, Camp Vengeance, Camp Righteous. These are interesting names.
Right. The second camp was Vengeance. The day started with you guys teleporting down to there and meeting your crew as their canoes and folding boat was pulling in.
Healed some sick. Helped shape up the camp. Got into a minor pissing contest with the base commander. Took the night watch. Heard some shit going down, and lo and behold, went to check it out. It was shit. Then it was going down. It's headed toward the fan, but
it was a firefight.
So we're currently looking at the map of Camp Vengeance here, and we can see that the ogre zombies and a few of the other zombies have gotten to, the edge of the map here. And we have another map which, well, it doesn't line up exactly. Imagine the bottom of this one being the bottom of the other one. And get there. Although something happened that I had dropped.
oh, that's a different map.
I dropped the flag.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. And so if we can just imagine that, something down here, the bottom of this map lines up to the bottom of this map. Just flip it around.
Right.
Repeat it.
From Wayne's perspective, up in the air and hanging upside down, that's perfectly oriented.
Yeah. It makes sense.
It's upside down and backward.
Okay. Oh no. I do see that it is gone. That is gone. Shouldn't be gone. Why is it gone? The turn order seems to be empty. Why would you do this to me? I didn't clear it. Yeah, I will clear it now. And then start adding turns in. Okay, so maybe I'll just have everyone make their initiative checks here. I put us down on this bottom map, so everyone's tokens should be available. Some down here, even though you're not really in there. I put you there so you could interact and respond and roll if need be.
Indeed.
And we'll just take the initiative bits here.
Didn't we do initiative last time?
Yeah, but my turn order is out.
That shit's gone now.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously the work of an evil wizard. Not me. Different wizard.
I do see some initiative rolls. Let's scroll back and try. But it's a new session. It's a new day.
If I remember right, we were all on 21, actually.
We're level 9, correct?
8.
8. Okay, that's why I can't find my level 9 sheet. Haha, ha ha ha.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think like 3 of us rolled 21.
Yeah, all the players hit 21.
I do remember that. I don't remember where everything else was.
I'll just go ahead and do a new round here, though, because
All right.
And since Allison had the highest dexterity, she went first. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I was running my little butt over to where the fight is.
I have a very important question. Is this the first round of combat again, then?
no.
So are we rolling again? Is that what's happening?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna do it again.
Cool.
And then
I love a creature that rolls disadvantage on initiative.
Oh, come on. I rolled a 1.
You're a halfling, right?
it's a good time to do that.
You don't do that.
Or it's less often.
Well, I got a 2, but that's not a... Oh, Lord.
I realized I was unmuted, or I was muted for that, but I think I could still hear me through Thomas.
Oh.
So I'll try to remember to unmute.
All right, so Roken's got a 7. I'll go ahead and if you select your one, do the initiative thing, but also we can just do it like this. And we got 21, Chippy. Okay. Those look like very similar very similar to what we described here.
I beg your pardon.
Well, you still beat all of them. Except for the ogres haven't maybe rolled, but
Oh, they're up there. Do you not see them?
no. See Titanosaurus and the zombie.
Uh-huh.
Guess they don't get to go. That's cool.
I don't know why that's not visible to you there. Should be.
Might be because they're not on the map I'm on.
Okay.
I don't know.
Might be. They got a 5. They're on 5. They're after the Titanosaurus. Yeah. Love that.
Do not love that.
Do not love that? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I love that I already did like 70 damage to it or something, but
Uh-huh.
not quite that much. I think I rolled.
So I'm sorry, just to make sure I'm on the same page. Are we completely forgetting everything that happened last time and just starting over, or are we like we're remembering what happened and we just redid
I just
initiative?
didn't have the initiative order saved, but yeah, we're continuing the story.
Yeah,
We got all the tally of hit points and everything that was whatever was where it was before.
yeah.
Exactly.
You just rerolled initiative. That's
Exactly. Yeah, new initiatives, but I mean, yeah, the damage has been dealt. Right? This thing's beat up.
So did you say I didn't use any of my spell slots yesterday somehow and I have all my spells available right now? That's amazing.
no. Nobody said that.
I have something in my ear, I guess.
It was the morning, right? You had just started the day, so everything was fresh. This is the first fight of the day. You did use some spells, I think, around the camp, trying to help out, but
I was being smart alecky. I knew that you didn't say any of that.
I I can't. Sorry, I can't read sarcasm. Can't hear sarcasm.
The wizard feels naked with no spell slots left. It's his own fault.
So, if I
It's a good thing you're Blade Singer.
Hippie is here. Now, just as a reminder, at this point, we are calling out our support characters. You know, your sidekick runs on your initiative right now. Right. That was different when you were out alone. Each of you had your own individuals, but now that we're part of the larger group, it's grouped up. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but just trying to describe it. Okay, so you are over here, I believe. Yes. What's going on with Chippy? Start here. Top of the round. I think this is like the third round or something.
Okay, so I vaguely remembered. Are there some ogres already up at the gate already, or are they still kind of far away?
Are you on the Roll20 page?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're up here, and there are these ogres coming up from the bottom, and there's even a few zombies. A few, but I mean, like, just further south is more, right? More, like off the map, you know, is the other page. You've been hearing.
Well, we must protect those goats at all costs. I don't know why they put them in that corner, but you all hear a weird sort of howling, and it takes you a minute to remember that Chippy's a terrible singer, but he has to sing for his fight thing, so he must be starting his blade song. Mm-hmm. And does anybody in the party understand Sylvan? Okay, well, some bits of it are in common, and it sounds like he's complaining about the fact that he used up all his spell slots. But he's also sounds sort of excited about this battle. So anyway, he flies down on the broom and lands in one of the boats and just drops the broom there. And it was a bonus action to start the blade song. And then he pulled out a handful of wands, 6 wands, and I'm saying he had those in his belt so he can do it as part of a movement. So I think so. His move is 40, but I don't remember what the move on a flying broom is. Does anyone remember that?
I do believe that retrieving an item is still an action,
even in a belt.
I think bringing an action to hand can be done as part of a move action.
If it's like in a sheath or easy to get to, but probably if he has to dig it out of a backpack, that's different.
Right. I think, yeah, dig it out of your backpack. That's the action. There we go.
Yeah, like a whole bag of holding.
If you got like the bandolier or you got the holster or something going, the wand holster.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess that so he comes to the ground. That's probably all of his movement for that. And then so he's more or less still at the boat. And then
move bonus that gives you an action. Yeah.
I think he's going to draw his handful of wands, and he has no reaction at the moment, so that would be the end of his turn. And then the sidekicks are going in the same round as the player, right? So so let's see, that would be 1, 2, 3. So I think she's just gonna she's gonna move over here, and she's gonna cast a she's still visible. She hasn't gone invisible, and but she's flying up high enough that she doesn't think any of the zombies. So like maybe 30, 40 feet up. And she's gonna use one of the spell tattoos she got to cast Hail of Thorns. But she's not firing at anybody yet. And I guess that's the end of our turn.
Okay. So with that, we have Shippy and crew preparing for the fight, moving to Wayne.
So before we move to the other map, the lunatic. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. The lunatic will move 10, open the gate, and then leap back 20. And let the goats out. They're not tied in, are they? I should have asked before I. Okay, good. Yeah. So opens the gate, leaps back, and continues to keep that 4th level spell slot open just in case somebody needs a revivify. Wayne, on the other hand, is engaged in his favorite pastime, murdering undead.
Gotcha.
Picking a fight with the biggest, meanest one. So I have 2 important questions. What phase is the moon in?
Okay. Let me think about that for a minute. I think we talked about this once before. And I think it was like 9 or 10 days ago. It was growing. And it was in it. So 10.
So like a waxing gibbous, maybe?
So, it would probably be. Yeah, it's waxing gibbous. That's a good description here.
Okay.
You know, we are approaching a full moon probably in the next 5 days or so.
Okay. So he will fly to an angle with that Titanosaurus up about at least 30 feet higher. Like it stands 50 feet off the ground.
If I recall.
Because it just about got me, and that's not okay.
Yeah, it leapt. It leapt, but yes.
Yeah. I don't think it has the reach for it, but I mean, if it can jump there, it's got the reach, and
Nope. Yeah, it almost got you.
I'm not done putting arrows in it yet. It can't get that close.
As a size classification, it is gargantuan.
Okay. But it stands like as it's looking up at me about 50 feet as I spot it with my archer's eye.
I'm trying to put that together here. Yeah. Probably about 60.
Okay.
Big head. That's like the top of its head.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Overwards.
Okay. Like it's a school bus size head. Got it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fly straight up to 150 and angle myself so that I am right in the dark sliver of the moon. And I don't have the opportunity to hide, but I do have a cloak that makes it disadvantaged to perceive me.
Right. So, it is disadvantage on spot checks, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, come out of the sun, as it were. Her holy light starting the rhythm.
Okay. So we did a move, which I think was probably a. Let's see.
It's just a move action. I'm on a broom.
Yeah, they move like 60, I think.
Yeah, fly speed is 60. Okay.
So you're at a height of 90?
No, I was at a height of 90 and it just about got me. I'm now at a height of 150.
Okay. Gotcha.
And on my way through 100, at about 120, I let loose a whole bunch of arrows.
All right.
Right before I would take range penalties. Oh, I'm a sharpshooter. I don't do that. Never mind. And I am going to take the -5.
-5 to hit.
Uh-huh. I
Okay.
need the damage on this one. And it really is the broadside of the barn.
May luck be with you.
I'm trying to remember
-5.
why I feel like I should have advantage.
I do think you have a point of inspiration earned that is unspent. Something I'm with Azaka, if I recall.
I think you might be right.
Is now the time?
I will go ahead and spend that now. Yeah.
Okay.
This one feels like a good time to have initiative.
The hunter hunts one of the bigger things you've come across.
Yep. It was 17. Either way, is that enough?
And that's with your -5, yeah?
14. Because it's also without my favorite enemy +2. Oh, 15 because the bow is +1.
Right, because it is undead.
Yep.
Right, it's a zombie undead. Okay.
15.
15 is what you needed.
Excellent. Well then. And of course, I'm spending a spell slot, and following that up with a bolt from of radiant from the shot.
The range smite.
Yep.
Moonmill. Okay,
then-
so 42.
42, and then for my
That's
second
piercing?
shot, 42. So 18 plus 8 of that is going to be from the bow. Plus 1 is going to... 18 plus 8 of that is going to be from like my strength on the bow. So that's probably piercing. The rest is radiant.
Okay. After that.
And then 11, 12, 13, 14. No, -5 is not going to do it for the second shot. That's all right. And then for my 2-weapon bonus action, I pull a dagger and toss it.
Mhm.
Oh, did that not roll across? Damn. Re-roll it, get the bridge. There we go. That's also not going to do it.
Okay.
This is
So-
hide.
The shot rings true and does lodges itself up in the head and it roars, and the second shot misses with the roar, goes through what would be the open mouth, and the dagger falls short. You seem to have staggered it there. It was a decent hit, and and with that, it has like a flash in its eyes. the end of your turn.
Aha. However, the Titanosaurus zombie is currently under the poisoned condition as jade water transmutes the undead ichor in its veins and cannot heal. That's what poison does to you.
Yes.
Fuck you, zombie.
It's there, but hey, that's definitely a thing. Right, so poison and poisoned.
Right? This is for jade water specifically gets things that are immune to poison.
Oh, it has damage. I mean, I don't recall. That's the piece I'm missing there, right?
It would be a condition immunity, but either way, jade water specifically calls out that it gets through the evil immunities.
Immunities, gotcha. Oh, right, because
Oh,
it is unaligned. It's not evil, right? But it has both damage immunity and condition immunity. Poison. Right, both of those. It does have those.
It doesn't call out alignment specifically, but it's made to hunt creatures that are immune to poisons.
Gotcha. Right. That's the jade. I keep forgetting that one. There it is. Okay, so that's a con save, right? To resist that?
That would be at the beginning of its turn. It can make a Constitution save, and it has to make 3 in a row to kick the condition. I think it's made 1 so far. And it has to make it anyway. Well, it has to make it or resist an amount of damage.
Yeah, we did resist 1. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay. Well, there you go. And hey, it is dumb. So this one.
So it just eats a zombie and discovers.
And points his head up and gobbles it, and you see the flailing zombie slide down its gullet into what appears to be other waiting zombies in its gullet. Gross.
I hate it.
All right, so that is Wayne's turn there.
That's as much damage as I can
go
do.
to Broken. Broken.
How far away am I?
So we'll say the bottom square of this map corresponds to the bottom of the other map. Right, once you get down to here, right? The 30.
And I'm over here.
Gallons.
And I don't think I'd cast any spells yet. Do you remember differently?
Nope.
So...
Right, you're on the hunting crew during the day. You didn't use any spells around camp.
Alright, so I will... Snap. Snappity snap. I guess get double move to get there. And I will I can't cast anything because I'm double moving. So I will... Oh, the Shadow Blade. Thank you. I felt like there was something. Did I make a note of that and I just missed it?
I have to put little X's on a note for that one.
Alright, so, Shadow Blade. Got it. And I will double move. And that's my turn.
Alright.
Just get to the other map.
I don't see you on this map. On Vengeance map. Where's that at?
Oh, here, let me ping me.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Alright, and then you're gonna do a move, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 25 is my regular speed, so.
Gotcha. All right, so you're making the sneak. Is that correct? You want to play some hide and seek in the bushes, or are you just moving at full speed?
Yeah, I'll do some sneak. Is that? I don't think that's my strength. It's been a while since I played this character. Oh yeah, I sneak. I'm a sneaker.
Mhm.
I'm a sneakity sneaker. All right. 27 sneakity sneaking.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and do
With cat-like tread. Da, 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 da.
yep. Ogres don't notice. Zombies don't seem to respond. And you move along at, I would say, I think it's half speed to move in stealth, yeah. And you do manage to make your hide and seek game and avoid the attention of others. Do you have anything else going on this turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So after Roken, it looks like we have the Titanosaurus, which is making a con save.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Looks like it failed that one.
Excellent. Then it takes 13 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
And its streak is broken and it has to start over. Or let me check. I don't know if it has to do 3 in a row.
I think it just needs 3 total to escape,
You might be right.
which would be more.
Yes, after 3 successful. So it just doesn't wreck one. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So it has. Yeah, it sees you way up there. It has gobbled this zombie, and you're out of range here. And it's gonna just go ahead and mash forward, knocking that zombie and that zombie right out of the map because it doesn't care. Smash. And that is its turn. We do have the ogre zombies. And these ogre zombies are moving forward here. What's their movement? Thank you. All right.
Atta boys, clump up. There you go.
Uh-huh. And shambles right into the pit. And this zombie also goes in the pit and tries doing some climbing. Stumbles back into the pit. This one does the same. And we got some zombies flailing in the water here. There it is, yeah. That one makes its climb check. They all did terrible. And that is the end of the third round. And we will start at the top of the fourth here.
Did the goats run?
At this point, I am going to add in some guards here, yeah. And then also, there is the roaring and the stomping. The goats huddle together. They haven't run off. They don't like what's going on, and they feel pretty sickly, so they huddle up. All right, they don't see up and over the walls or, this other thing going on here. The guards come out and join the fight here, and we have Chippy up here.
Yeah. So Roken is sneaking. Do I see Roken? I mean, I saw him run to that spot and then suddenly start being sneaky, right? So I have at least a guess the rough place that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I wouldn't be here on the map. I thought I got the other map, so I didn't bother moving me. Is that relevant now? Because I would have been like down here.
I'm trying to avoid frying my friends. Allies?
Let's put you in the bush.
I forgot to ask Roken's pronoun.
oh,
You're muted.
She, her. I had to think about that for a second.
Well, I'm sorry for misgendering her. Okay, so Roken is not there right next to the water in that spot. Great. That will make it much more fun for me. Okay, so Chippy with his wearing his Ring of Water walking is going to do I don't know why, but I guess he's going to move 10 feet closer. He's going to start casting a spell. And the spell is Sickening Radiance. And it has a radius of 30 feet. And so his goal is to figure out how to do this so that he is bordering as much of it as possible on the wall, but not actually frying any goats or allies. That's kind of the border between on the south edge there. So it's a 30-foot radius. I mean, I don't know if it would be possible for him to make it smaller, but I don't really see the point. But yeah, so
right, as long as you're on the water, you're good, pretty much. Right? Because it's 30 from you.
Yeah, so
imagine if you just look at 30 from any point on the wall, right? Like you don't want to be anywhere in the 30 of the wall is what you're saying. So as long as you're outside that, you can walk down the beach even.
Do remember it's a dome underneath you too, though. So a cross section, you can pretty surgically get a widening circle.
So how about we do you see my blue arrow?
I have something that helps. Let's try this. Do 30 foot.
Something it's centered more or less on the point where the water and the land meet at the bottom edge of the map there. And I believe that's going to be 30 over right to the corner of the wall.
There you go. Now you have a sickeningly green aura.
Okay, how do I move it?
It's an aura from your character.
Okay, so is that 30-foot radius?
It is.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm thinking right about there looks good. And just for clarity, Roken is not actually in that spot, right?
Yeah. Abouts. Yeah.
Okay, and so that is where it will be centered. And that's obviously not where Chippy actually is, but that's where the center is going to be. So
I thought it was from you. I'm sorry.
no, it's from a point, but that allowed me to demonstrate, so that was perfect. Thank you.
I have something better for you, so just smell it. I thought it was an aura around you. I apologize.
And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, so Alex is going to assist Chippy with his Arcana check, because he has to use the Mizium apparatus in order to cast his spell. So I am currently doing this, so it's going to show up on the screen. He does have advantage because she's helping, right?
Yeah, if she's helping you, yeah.
DC required is 18, and it looks like he made it. So he is able to cast a spell. Would it be helpful if I'm going to drop the link to the spell just so that you can all see what it is. And if you don't mind, for flavor, I was thinking it would be nice to have, instead of a cloud of like radioactive radiance, what if it was a swarm of little butterflies, and every time they sprinkle sparkly dust on one of the zombies, they start like sizzling and frying.
Okay.
But butterflies and glitter.
That's your cosmetics for it, yeah.
Sure. Have I provided the details that were required?
I think so.
And then I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Chippy's not there. He's going to be out in the, I don't know, out in the water here somewhere.
I think this is about right. I'm playing with its size here.
But keep in mind, we're also talking about what part of the cross section of the bottom of that sphere is hitting the ground. So you have, right, it doesn't have to be that much that actually affects the ground level.
Ooh, you have it set so I can move it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. I feel like I'm participating. All right, and I think, oh yeah. So then, with the remaining part of his move, which is 30 more feet, he's going to move down here, and as he's moving, he will draw a wand from his belt. And then that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
Sound kosher? Or
seems right. Cast. You toss a spell. Did some move. No bonus.
What's that?
No bonus action.
Oh, yeah. It's not really anything you can do with a bonus action. So then Alex is going to fly her. So as a bonus action, she's going to dash, which for her is 60. Get the ruler. Okay. 60. Yeah. let's say about there, and then she's gonna fly down and like sort of start yelling at the goats. She's still not invisible, so she's just kind of like trying to move them away from the. I don't know. Whatever. She's gonna spend a turn doing that. Like not. She's not gonna like spend the whole day doing it.
Okay.
And that's
I mean, you could use an action for like the skill, maybe handle animal, right? Try to get them to do a thing specifically, like get out of the spot.
I don't think she has that skill. Could it be something like intimidate or let's see, nature? She's pretty good with nature. Performance, persuasion.
If it's
Animal handling is 2. I'll roll that if you want, but it's not her favorite skill.
Right. I think it's appropriate because you're trying to like, literally goad the animals out.
That didn't go well.
Okay. That was the worst.
The goats love her and they all cluster around her.
The worst you could do. Yeah. Okay. You're working in some pretty tough conditions. These goats are sick, and these conditions are awful, and their pen is gross, and they're scared, and they don't know you, and it was tough.
If she rolled any lower, they would climb over the fence toward the zombies. All right, I guess my turn's over. Thank you.
After Chippy, we have Wayne.
The beast moved like 40 feet?
Yeah.
I will just track its movement down to 120. No, again, I'm a sharpshooter. I don't care about range as long as it's not past max. All right, so I will just track its movement, match speed, and continue firing.
Okay. So I guess your token's up here. You're at 1 feet.
Yep. I'm also going to remember that last session I downed my potion of heroism, and so I have bless on.
Uh-huh.
All right, so got to get back to the combat sheet. And this is at +3, -5. Ugh. Just cannot get any dice to love me. 4, rolled a 6. Let me roll plus a D4. That's potentially savable for both of those. Oh, look at that. It made a 15 with the first roll. And with the second roll. Okay, so Potion of Heroism saved my bacon there. So that is a 15 for the first shot.
Yeah.
That's what I needed, right?
Yeah. 15 is what you needed.
Well, all right. D20 fails me, but a D4 gets me every time. I'm also going to remember that I have Hex. Uh, 47. 2 of that is necrotic.
Okay.
11, 27 is piercing, and the rest is radiant.
All right.
And the second shot is not nearly that much damage, because I can only do that once per turn.
Okay. So 47 damage?
47 from the first shot.
Okay.
31 from the second shot. 6 of that's necrotic. The rest is piercing.
All right, just a second here. Okay, so in that first shot, you see the beast stagger and drop,
Oh, it's zombie bullshit.
and
Damn it. Okay.
Gets back up here.
It drops to 1 hit point instead.
Yeah.
Fucker. Okay. Now it's just me and its con save.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
The second shot.
Okay.
Did the second shot then? The second shot was 31 damage.
Okay.
Was that when it got triggered?
No, it was the first one.
Okay.
So, do it again.
Oh, die, motherfucker! Son of a.
There you go. And there is ground shaking collapse as the zombie, the Titanosaurus, collapses there. After your second shot.
Yeah. Suck it, Blue.
Uh huh.
And almost as an afterthought, I'm still gonna throw a dagger at a zombie.
Okay.
So 18 total, minus 5, 13 total.
So a 13 to strike a zombie is enough. Probably this one below, perhaps.
$19 damage.
Okay. It takes a dagger in the upper body, and it totally dislodges like one of the arms, which drops off of it, and it seems to be listing. Still continues forward.
Okay. Zombies.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Your favorite enemy.
Well, it is my favorite enemy. That's plus 2 more damage to that.
No, yeah.
Did that make a difference, or was
No.
okay? All right. Well, big giant problem that spawns zombies handled. Now it's just clean up. Yeah, staying in the shadow of the moon. Just letting sharp things drop from above. Oh, and Lunatic will he's too far away. He will just position himself, leap 5, 10, 15, 20 feet toward the door. I assume that's the interior of the door, right? That's where.
Yeah, and there's like an overhead post over it,
Yeah. He's right there at the door, and will ready in action for Word of Radiance if anything undead comes through the door.
Yeah.
Right.
Ready. And then after that, we would have Roken.
All right. So, me. Am I in this bubble? Is that my understanding?
You had gotten to the edge of the map, right? So
Yeah.
you are on the other, but see, the bubble does extend like 10 feet onto the other side too. I think if we were to map it over, you'd be about here,
Okay.
right? If we want to fit, just like rotate it to the right twice, rotate 180. You
Okay.
get about where it is. But yeah, you do have some of the bubble there, I believe. That spell looks like con save.
Okay.
Yes, con save.
Against Chippy's DC.
18.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Chippy go ahead and roll that. Will, you want to roll that damage there?
Yeah, I guess this point is sort of moot, but I thought I'd sort of explicitly stated I was going to try not to hit anybody. Was I unaware of where she was?
She was playing hide and seek, yes, and you did fail to spot.
Okay.
Happens.
You tried to guesstimate, it was off.
Sorry.
You didn't make the spot.
All right, so I'm rolling that. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have you roll that 4 die 10.
Ouch. Let's roll bad. Come on.
How low can you go?
So that's 26 radiant, 1 level of exhaustion, and a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. Impossible to benefit from being invisible.
Oh, well, I was gonna make myself invisible next, so that sucks.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Is that a are you saying the Shadow Blade would be disrupted?
I don't know why. Would it?
Oh, if she had cast invisibility, she could only concentrate on one spell. That's all.
Yeah. Do I need to make a concentration check for that? I am holding the Shadow Blade spell.
Yes, it is a concentration spell, so you do need the concentration check.
What do I roll for that? I can't remember.
It is just a con check. You might get a bonus from a feat or something.
Like Constitution check, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
wrong window. Okay.
what is the?
I got a 14. I don't know. I think it's a 10, but I might be wrong. Depending on what you're doing.
8 plus spell level or something like that, which would be 10 for you. If I recall.
It's 10 or half damage, whichever's worse.
So
Either one she made.
13, but you made it, so your
Yay.
Shadow Blade remains. Although you now have the aura too.
Gross.
Yeah.
Let me remind myself what Shadow Blade does. Yeah. So it says I can throw the Shadow Blade.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do that at
All right.
that creature.
Which one?
This one. The one.
Okay. And you did just sneak past these ogres, right? There are the ogres.
Which ogres?
Ogre zombies, which are probably like 10 feet other side of you if we move over here. There are these.
I'm really confused. Like, what? Who am I battling? Like, I thought the other one was a battle map.
Okay.
Is that not all the baddies?
trying to demonstrate here. We started in the camp and heard something in the distance. A lot of people are here. Part of the battle is going on south of this map on this other one, which is here. So if you can imagine, maybe like just a little bit behind, south. I can't click lower than the very bottom bar, but if it was just, it would be the bottom. The camp is right at your back.
Well, I'm still going to shoot the zombie.
Gotcha. Okay.
And move out of the thing, the bubble.
Gotcha.
All right, and so to throw my Shadow Blade, I need to make an attack. And the fox helps, right? So that gives me advantage. Ooh, I got a 19. That's nice.
All right, that's good enough to hit a zombie.
Right. Shadow Blade does 2d8. So 7 damage from the Shadow Blade. From that's psychic.
Okay. 7 psychic damage. Okay. The Shadow Blade reaches out and strikes the zombie and seems to land true. Deal some damage there.
And it dissipates at the end of my turn.
Okay.
And yeah, I will move out of the bubble. And let me see if I got anything else I can do.
Bonus actions. Those are good.
I don't have a lot of bonus action spells. I would have bonus action to have the Shadow Blade reappear in my hand. And that's my turn.
Ah, okay.
And I guess I'll be sneaky. Can I kind of like hide back in the bush?
It does take an action to do that, so your action was the attack.
Okay.
Or a bonus action.
As a rogue, your cunning action you can do like what, a dash or
as a bonus action you can dash, disengage, or hide. So once per turn. So I will hide.
There we go. Go ahead and do that.
Thank you.
Back to hide and seek.
For I am small and filled with blood.
You are still emitting this green light, but you can still play hide and seek. You just can't be invisible. So after you make your hide check, we'll move on to the next. This thing is down, right? And then these ogre zombies.
Oh, did you do your sneak attack damage? Because you rolled with advantage?
No, I'd forgotten how to be a rogue.
Oh, yeah, you get it once a turn. Don't forget that.
Sure, I'll do that. 46. So another 13 damage.
Yeah. A devastating blow as it like the blade, the shadow blade thrown, goes clean through and leaves a giant hole in that zombie. It stumbles onward. The ogre zombies got to make their con check. They do not. They have the oof. You want to throw that damage there? What was the 40-10? It was 26, right? We rolled it once already. I think that's proofs.
Sorry, was that to me?
Yeah.
We're rolling the. Okay, rolling that again.
I was like, I think we rolled 26. Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they make a save. They failed. They're going to take that damage. We already rolled it. And so these ogres here, these 4. Oh, look. He did it. Nope. I know what I'm doing, I swear. The sickly green radiance seems to have affected these ogres, and they are yeah, there we go. They are glowing. They have the glow going on, and is Alex visible right now?
Yeah, but I just forgot to move her. She's actually in the goat pen.
Okay.
Because remember, she was trying to scare the goats.
All right.
I just forgot. I'll move her icon right now.
Okay.
Or you will.
They're dumb. They're gonna get.
So I think it's whenever anything moves into it or starts their turn there.
That's right.
I probably should have put it right at the front gate, huh? So they'd have to stand in it.
Who knows? That might have been really effective. We'll see. They all have the sick. They don't like it. These zombies are going to make their climb, and they come up.
Oh, if they're exhausted, they're at disadvantage on ability saves.
Yeah, the zombies are not. The ogres are. Oh, these shambling zombies are not. The ogres
those. Okay.
are all sick and have that. Yeah,
I see.
and we'll get part way up the hill here. These 2 are at the bottom, and this one's climbing up the side. Pretty awful. The guards are, now in place and have weapons drawn, have gotten their attention, and you see the guards start making their attacks on the zombies. Spears go out. Yep. And a sphere drops into this. Several spears come out from the guards. You see them all laying true. These guys seem to know be able to hit easy targets. And that gives us the end of that round. I'm going to go ahead and pause here and take our first break for the evening. So catch us shortly. We'll be back very soon.